People are always concerned about how to make money. But what about keeping it? And before you start with the excuses, let's get it out of the way. I don't make enough money to budget. Yeah, well, we both know that's not true. If you've ever been broke, you know how creative broke people can get with stretching that last dollar. So you can use that same creativity to budget your money. Another reason that turns people off to budgeting is that they think it's like a diet, where it's a whole bunch of things you can't do. Again, that's not true. Everyone budgets, including rich people. So if you want to not only make money, but also keep it, keep watching to learn how to make a budget. Knowing how to build a budget is one of the best ways to stay on top of your personal finances. Although this can be an intimidating topic at first, it's actually quite simple to create a budget that accurately reflects your financial situation and helps you make sound decisions moving forward. Before you make your budget, you must first ask yourself why you're budgeting. If you're going to stick to your new budgeting habit, you'll need to stay motivated. After all, if you don't know why you're budgeting and what you have to gain, it will be hard to stick with it during tougher times. The most obvious benefit of having a budget is that it will give you a clear picture of how much money you are earning and spending each month. And you may be surprised at how much money you're flushing down the toilet, figuratively speaking. So let's talk about building your first budget. Let's get this out of the way right from the start. Your first budget isn't going to be perfect, and that's okay. Too many people never start a budget because they fear making mistakes. Once you understand that mistakes are inevitable, you can let go and embrace this messy process for what it is. So here are the steps on how to make a budget. Step 1 is to make a list of expenses. Ongoing, recurring expenses like a mortgage or rent are a good place to start. But this list should include everything that flows out of your bank account month after month. Some line items, such as food costs, can be estimated. You should divide your budget into categories. You can use as many categories as you want. For example, some budget categories can include automobile, clothing, food, home repair, medical expenses, vacation, etc. So whenever you're making a purchase, it should come out of that category only. One of the biggest mistakes people make when budgeting is that they keep a single checking or savings account for all expenses. If you do it this way, you might fool yourself into thinking you can spend more money. The key to keeping on top of your budget is to keep at least 2 bank accounts. Use one bank account for fixed expenses. These are the expenses you pay every month, such as mortgage or rent, car insurance, phone bill, etc. Your second bank account should be for fluctuating expenses, which can include gas, car maintenance, etc. So keeping at least 2 bank accounts should help you figure out what you can actually spend or what's in your budget. Step 2 is to make a list of your income. Any money that comes in regularly should be included, such as a paycheck or freelancing income, investment dividends, etc. Step 3 is to set your budget. Once you have your total income amount, you can divide that amount into smaller amounts. For example, you can create certain amounts for each category, such as $50 for a vacation. Step 4 is to make changes. Don't just set it and forget it. Life circumstances change, and so will your expenses and income. Determining how you can tweak the budget moving forward, such as cutting expenses in specific areas or finding a way to boost your income, is the key to successfully budgeting. If you aren't going to commit to doing so, you might as well not get started in the first place. At the end of each month, set aside some time to look at your budget and figure out what worked and what didn't. Did you go over your budget in certain categories? Why? And do you think that is going to happen again next month? Make sure your budget continues to reflect your real life, and it will be a far more useful tool as time passes. Yes, there will be some estimating involved. And no, the first budget you create isn't going to continue to apply to your life for years to come. Do your best to create a budget and know that you're going to continue to tweak and adapt this for as long as you keep budgeting. One of the nice things about budgeting in the modern age is that you have plenty of financial tools available to help you with the job. No longer is it necessary to write these kinds of things out by hand and keep them up to date manually month after month. You'll want to pick out a software tool that can help you with the job, and plenty of them are on the market to choose from. Mint is one of the most popular in this category, but there are budget apps such as You Need a Budget and Every Dollar. With your budget established, you'll have an easier time knowing where your money is going and why. As time passes, making one good decision after the next will gradually put you in a better overall position, and you can budget your way to financial freedom. You got this. Now, go make a budget. And if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.